Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Murdoch DeFi YouTube channel. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at AMES DeFi. This is a tomb fork on the Binance Smart Chain, and conveniently, their peg token, AMES, is pegged 1-to-1 to the price of BUSD. If you're not familiar with BUSD, it is a pretty common stablecoin on the Binance Smart Chain. It is fully collateralized and has regular audits on the actual coin, right? Also, it's interesting to note, since this is a protocol that has been around for some time now. Um, they were previously pegged to UST, and we all know about what happened with UST and how it crashed. But when they actually switched their peg token from UST to BUSD, it went from 15 cents to $1 over the course of an hour, right? So the community with AMES is very strong. All the big players. So that is what we're going to be talking about today. As you can see, the peg token is right at peg, so the Boardroom is currently printing right now. So we're going to talk a little bit about the kinds of returns or gains that you can make, specifically within this protocol here, and like a little bit about what the price action has been doing, since this is a protocol that has been around for some time. I think that the Boardroom is on like in the 400 epoch range, something like that. We'll check on that exactly. But we're just going to be diving through the charts again, like I said, over their documentation as well, and talk a little bit about the percentages that you can make on a daily basis or yearly if you chose to jump into AMES DeFi. But before we go ahead and jump into that, guys, if you could please subscribe to the YouTube channel here. If you are new, welcome. You're going to want to make sure that you also hit the notification bell button after you subscribe to the channel, because all of the content that I post here on the Murdoch DeFi YouTube channel is all very time sensitive. So the sooner that you can get notified when I release new content, the better in terms of opportunities that you could potentially take advantage of. Also, I highly advise people to not just watch my videos and use this as kind of doing your own research. Sure, like this could be part of it, but make sure that you're understanding what you're getting into before you actually hit that buy button if you want to jump into these protocols, right? So if we look at the price action of the actual AMES token when they switched over to BUSD on May 13th, you can see here that it's been like they had this spike up past $1.30, but relatively it's been at or above peg. There's been a couple times where it goes below peg down to 90 cents. 93 cents, but it typically recovers very, very quickly, which is good to see, because if this token is under that peg, under that dollar price, because again it is pegged 1-to-1 to BUSD, then the Boardroom does not print, right? So ideally, there's a couple different tactics that you can choose to play in order to accumulate some of these A share tokens, which is their share token, which we can check out also. This has been around again since May, and they had huge spike here. Obviously, what goes up must come down, so they've been finding their level here, like between the $70-$80 mark over the last couple weeks, which is good to see. Now, if we head on over to their website here, and you can click this farm button, and you'll be able to see the available pools. Again, I really like this pool because essentially this is a stable pool. You don't have to worry necessarily about the inherent risks of jumping into a liquidity pool when we talk about impermanent losses and things like that. If you're not familiar with what impermanent losses, I would definitely highly recommend you doing a little bit of research so you understand the inherent risk involved with jumping into any of these liquidity pools. That being said, this, in my opinion, this pool here is the less risky of the two. They've got a couple other things going on as well, but really I want to focus on these two, right? These are the main ones that you see. So you have the AMES or AMES and BUSD liquidity pool. There is about $750,000 in this pool. locked up in this pool. The APR is 321%, so just shy of 1% return or 1% daily APR if you chose to jump into this pool. Again, this is the less risky of the two pools that we're going to be talking about today. However, if you're willing to take on that added risk and jump into the A share and BUSD liquidity pool, then you can earn up to 1.55% daily APR or a yearly APR of 566.55%. So definitely pretty attractive here. But typically, what you would want to do, right, is for me, if I were to jump into this liquidity pool here, of course, you're going to approve the LP. You're going to have to purchase or contribute an equal amount of AMES tokens as you are with BUSD to get back those liquidity pool tokens. Once you have those, you can come over here and stake them. And once you stake them here, you're going to start accumulating this daily APR, but it is paid out in A share. It is paid out. If we go back to this screen, it is paid out in this token called A share, which is currently at $74.01. Now, typically what you can do is then take that A share, and since AMES is above peg, the boardroom is currently open. You can be able to come over here and stake those A share here in the boardroom, and then start to earn more AMES. So there's a bunch of different strategies that you can try to employ to get the best bang for your buck here. But speaking directly about this boardroom, it says this is where our members sit around and stake their AMES, A shares for AMES expansion rewards, as long as the time weighted average or TWAP of AMES is $1.01 or higher. New tokens will be minted when an epoch passes. Again, they're on epoch 410. So, like I said, this has been around for a few months and has been, as you can see, been more stable than a lot of the other tomb fork options that are out there, obviously, right? When we talk about the types of return that you can earn here, you can earn up to 680.38%. Now, just know that if you decide to jump in here, this number changes frequently based on the amount of people that are actively participating in here. As you can see here, $714,683 locked up into the actual boardroom. They do also employ some strategy options here. So it says for the best overall health and sustainability of AMES DeFi, take 10% of your profit from the A share rewards, meaning from the boardroom here, meaning from these farms or these liquidity pools where you earn A shares. It says take 10% profit from your A share rewards and then stake the rest in the boardroom. This helps maintain high APRs across the entire pool. When you print AMES from the boardroom, you take 10% profit there and then reinvest the rest into the AMES BUSD pool. This buffs up the liquidity pair and makes AMES resistant to large impact or large price impact, right? So the more liquidity that is provided to this pool, or I should say the deeper the liquidity, then the less likely you are to see very drastic price movements. And that is a testament to, this chart here where it's been pretty stable. You go from at the lowest point here at 88 cents all the way up to $1.36. But you can see those events are pretty rare, and when they do happen, they are corrected rather quickly. So that is good to see, right? Because we always want to see that the AMES price is directly one-to-one against BUSD. The compounding loop will help maintain the price of AMES and allow you to benefit from capital appreciation of your AMES BUSD LPs. So here's a little breakdown of how that would work. But essentially, it's roughly the same thing. You can choose when to take profit. They're saying for the best health or overall sustainability or maintenance, to maintain these high APRs, that this is the best route to go. Obviously, it's going to be up to you how you choose to interact with the protocol, essentially. And determine where you choose to take profits as you see fit. They do also have an auto compounder, which if you just wanted to farm and jump into this pool, essentially you're just going to be, instead of earning these A share rewards, you would essentially just be auto compounding more of those rewards back into this AMES BUSD liquidity pool, and that happens automatically, so you don't have to worry about checking in on this to claim your rewards and then put them into the boardroom and all those things, right? So they do have a pretty detailed documentation section, much of which, this is going to be pretty routine information across the board for a lot of these types of these protocols in relation to tomb forks, right? So that's how they work. They do also have some other pools. Obviously, these are not running anymore. This AMES share liquidity pool is not running, but here is the rewards pool here for the AMES token. So you can come and stake your AMES tokens single-sided there. You're looking at 249.82%, which is pretty cool. You can see the TVL locked into that pool, about $117,000 locked into that pool. This pool here is not running. So really, these are the three places where you can come put your money, aside from the boardroom here. They do also have some nodes implemented into the actual protocol. So you have your AMES nodes, and then you have your A-share nodes. You're looking at a daily APR of 1.34% for the AMES nodes. And then for the A-share, you're looking at 1.8%, yearly yield of 657%. And these are going to vary again, right? So the node cost for AMES, you're looking at $50. And then if you wanted to come over here and mint one of these nodes, you're looking at $74 because that is the price currently of one A share. So obviously there's some strategic ways that you could look into playing this node games. That being said, guys, there's a bunch of cool stuff. This contract is audited by Oxguard. So for me, it checks all the boxes. I'm just looking personally for places that I could earn a yield on my stablecoins, and AMES DeFi is definitely one of those places, since their AMES token is essentially pegged to BUSD in this liquidity pool. So let me know what you guys think. I think that for the most part, these types of tomb forks are making a little bit of a comeback. I think that with the success of Grape Finance, a lot of people are kind of following in their footsteps. And I think that over the course of maybe the last 6-7 months, since tomb forks really started to take off, I think that people or the teams behind a lot of these projects, because there's so many of them, right? I think that they're really starting to learn and figure out most sustainable ways to keep the project up and running and make sure that their peg token stays at peg, right? So overall, really cool to see stuff coming from AMES DeFi. Definitely interested to check out what they have going on in the future. Definitely do join up their Discord to get a feel for the community. Ask any questions that you need to before you invest. I highly advise you doing that. Also, you can read through their documentation. It gives you all kinds of quick facts if you wanted to read into the node stuff and all that stuff. So that being said, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Do let me know what you guys think about AMES DeFi down below in the comment section of today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will catch you on the next one.